Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's fourth and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to 28th of May, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that. We extend your best at ECM ensembles. Everyone's trying a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS V2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. That will get us towards the middle of June. I shall get on back for you in a moment. Just to say back first, the video release today was our 6am UK weather forecast. We've also released a weekend forecast and the EC42 day for the UK and Ireland as well. Please check out all of today's videos and content, like, share and subscribe on those videos, and thank you so much everybody for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. We need to put on around 25 subscribers to get us to 18.2k. Now, if you could give us a sub, it'd be amazing, it'd be incredible, and we will thank you so much for doing that. Alright, we're going to start off with central temperature, as always. But the CT is currently sitting at 4.3. That's 3.2 degrees above 61 to 1990 average, and it's provisional to yesterday, to the 17th of May. Very warm start to, or first half to May. In fact, if we kept at that level, this would be one of the warmest Mays on record. We're going to do a little bit of CT Saturday. Haven't done one of those for a little while. So this is the central temperature index going all the way back to 1659. It's the oldest and most reliable temperature record anywhere on Earth. Of course, the further back you go, more unreliable it gets. But if we come down to the very bottom, we can see that for 2024 so far, we've had January at 4.7, February at 7.8, March at 8.1, April at 9.6, a May's number is going to be placed just there. Well, the last 2 Mays have been very mild, if not warm. So we have 2023 at 12.5, we have 2022 at 13.1. Wasn't that long ago, though. We had a pretty chilly May. 2021 at 10.2 was actually the coolest May since 1996, I think. No, that was coolest May for about 25 years. Part of quite a chilly spring. Pretty warm May in 2018 as well, 13.3, hint of hot summer to come, and the same for 2017 at 13.3, but obviously the summer turned out very different for that particular year. The warmest May on record is actually back in 1992, or the modern record anyway, back in 1992, and that came out at 13.6. So you see, most recent Mays haven't been all that far away from the 1992 record. On the cool end of things, well, we've got 1996, which came out 9.2, very chilly May, that one. And if we go back to the early part of the century, I think this is the coolest May on record, actually, which is 1902 at 8.9, very, very chilly May, that one. There is actually 1 year within the CT index that is warmer, though, than 1992, and that is a very long time ago now. We have to go all the way back into the 1800s to find it. So there it is, 1833. That is the hottest May on CT record, with a central temperature of 15.1. So you see what difference there between that May at the very extreme end at 15.1 and the warmest May, you know, in the modern era, which is 1992. I think so, 13.6 of that. So there is definitely the possibility, I think, here that May could potentially have a 14 Celsius CT, possibly even a 15 Celsius CT, if you assume that you know, that was correct, that central temperature number there at 15.1 was correct. So it will be interesting to see where we come out. As I said, at the moment, we are beating 1992 quite considerably at 14.3. If we could hang into the 14s, then we wouldn't, you know, beat 1833, but we would beat all other years except for 1833, including 1992. So it could be very, very interesting to see where we land up with central temperature by month's end. Still got a way to go with this, so still got a way to go. So obviously we'll keep you posted. Well, these are the GFS upper air temperature at CT Saturday. Everybody, hope you enjoyed. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. Starting up above average with those upper air temperatures through the next few days, but we will find upper air temperatures lowering down to become close to average as we get through into the last week of the month, and then hovering quite close to average really as we go through the month's end and into the beginning of June, albeit quite a lot of scatter within that. So you know, by the end of May, beginning of June, there's a little bit of uncertainty there. Precipitation-wise, we've got some showery conditions to come over today, really, and then it's going to turn drier through Sunday into the beginning of next week. But by the middle of next week, the rain comes back, and after that, looking rather mixed, I have to say, right way through towards month's end and into the beginning of June. Certainly no sign of a prolonged spell of settled weather there again. Over the next couple of weeks. Temperature anomaly should be 18th, 26th June, very close to average, a little bit above in north, close to north, just slightly below, down in south, not a particularly big deviation anywhere. And precipitation anomaly from the 18th, 26th of June, average or wetter than normal in most places, so still looking quite mixed there. Oops, let's just refresh that. Latest wind from that of nogschool.net shows that we continue to be bringing wind from an easterly direction today, as we have done throughout most of this May so far. There is a little trough of low pressure over the low countries as well. Right, well, let's start going for chart data. Then we saw latest UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Tuesday, reach to the north, drop to the south. Pattern of the of May so far, and then through Wednesday and Thursday, in comes this area of low pressure into the North Sea. Now, how far in this gets is rain and causing all sorts of mayhem within model output at the moment. Some models just restricting this to the far eastern coast. Some models bring this wet weather right way in across the country. So what happens on Wednesday, quite uncertain. Eventually, the low pressure fills out and moves north. As we get into the bank holiday weekend, we find with the UK Met, we're starting to build up more of a ridge and turning drier and warmer into the bank holiday weekend. Icon again with high pressure to the north and low pressure to the south and the southeast. Really, we go through to the middle part of weekend. Low pressure moves into the North Sea, but stays out to sea, so it would only bring rain to the far east coast probably with that. The ridge out to the west keeps that low at bay. We move through to a bank holiday weekend though, and the ridge to the east is not as strong with Icon, and actually it looks like low pressure could be about to start advancing in there over the bank holiday weekend. That gets us Saturday the 25th of May. This is how the KMA is looking. Yes, it's back today. Though all looking rather showery over the next few days, and making more of that area of low pressure there. I think when we get through to the middle part of the week, this low coming in from the east will bring some very wet weather into the southeastern corner. Beyond that, well, high pressure builds to the northeast, and we start trying to block off the Atlantic as we go through the month's end, though low pressure comes back in again. So maybe the central things a little bit over bank holiday weekend, but certainly not for long. Low pressure quickly back in by the 30th of May by month's end. But GFS midnight run, all much of a muchness for Tuesday. Heading out beyond that, low pressure comes in right way in across the country for GFS midnight run. About low pressure, midnight on Wednesday, it's over the low country in Germany. Midnight Thursday, it's right over top of us. So that will bring a really quite heavy rain in from the east with that. And then beyond that, well, so low pressure starts coming from the west end. So we go through bank holiday weekend, no settled spell of a GFS midnight run, just staying under a trough of low pressure with further showers and or long spells of rain. Uncertainty for the bank holiday continues, and this unsettled weather then carries on right way through to the end of May. The GFS midnight run, no sign of any sustained settled weather up to the 3rd of June there. The GFS 6 then, again, brings that low pressure in from off the continent. For the middle next week, it's a bit further south on this particular GFS one, but it does come right way in through the country, bringing heavy persistent spells of rain with it too. By the bank holiday weekend, the gradients are going rather slack, but we have got low pressure just out to west as we begin the bank holiday weekend. Amount low pressure gradually starts meandering in as we go through the bank holiday Monday, bring showers and or long spells of rain in with it. Beyond day 10, low pressure continues to be dominating and in the ascendancy. Yes, further spells of rain. Like to both CFS runs, operational runs, are looking quite unsettled there. If you're enjoying the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Why not drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. We thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, the GM, once more, slack gradients with high pressure to the northeast, low pressure to southeast on Tuesday. And then low pressure moving into the North Sea through Wednesday and Thursday, bringing probably wet weather mostly to the east and the northeast of the country. Into the bank holiday weekend, low pressure then starts coming in from off the Atlantic. So the GM not looking particularly settled for the bank holiday weekend. There will be drier interludes, but obviously a little bit on the showery side there with the GM up to day 10. And then finally got the ECM, which looks like this. So again, for Tuesday, got a Scandinavian high and a trough over the continent. Into middle part of the week, low pressure moves out of Germany and the Low Countries onto the east coast, bringing wet weather in with it. And then we get into bank holiday weekend with a ridge establishing to the south and the southwest, being mostly dry, quite warm weather through bare, showery conditions with low pressure away to the northwest. Out of all of our output, ECM might be the best for the bank holiday weekend, along with the UK Met Euro run. Now, I have not got the precipitation type forecast up based on that ECM run, so I'm going to get that up for you right now, and I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay, we're good to go. Sure, let's drag about long. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from meteo.com. And we can see that at the moment we've got a few showers, but also a lot of dry weather through this weekend, really. Into next week, showers start to get a little bit more widespread, though, especially by the middle part of the week. And then towards the middle of the week, so this Wednesday, Thursday, some very wet weather coming onto the east coast there. Heavy and persistent rain. Some of that does actually get quite a way inland, actually. So, again, very uncertain around the middle part of next week how much rain we're going to get from that low. Try to get in from the east. After that, bank holiday weekend, though, the trend is to drier weather. So, we do dry things out over the bank holiday weekend there with the ECM. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. From the ECM themselves. So, 24 men back. That's the 28th of May, by the way. 24 members of the ECM ensemble looking unsettled. Low pressure dominating just beyond the bank holiday weekend. But then 17, sorry, 17 with high pressure dominating across the north and west of Europe. So we've got 24, low pressure, 17 high pressure, and then we've also got this option though, which is 10, the high pressure to be to the east and to the northeast. So although the majority option is the 24 just there, if we put the 17 together with the 10, that actually gets us to 27, that's favouring high pressure. Of course, the only difference is that they're differing in the position of the high pressure. And then 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Will get us to the 2nd of June. 22 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to the south and low pressure to the north. That's going to be rather showery and whatnot. We have got to 16 members of the ECM ensembles with a trough down to southwest, a ridge over the continent. So this low could be dragging up the air from southwest and could be bringing some rather showery conditions with it. And they've got 13 keeping the high pressure going. So this will bring a dry, fine, dare I say, potentially quite hot start to June if that one came off with high pressure in the ascendancy. A range of options, a lot of uncertainty about this late May, beginning of June period. So we shall just have to wait and see. This is what CFS has got to say, finally. So, these are 500 millibar high times, breaking down to week periods. The first week period takes from the 18th, 24th of May. The next week is dominated by high pressure to the east and northeast country, bringing the wind of a warm easterly direction. Week 2 will be the 25th of May to the 31st. High pressure again somewhere between Iceland and Scandinavia. Winds coming in from the east, should be a lot of dry and warm, if not quite very warm, maybe quite hot weather with that. And then week 3 will be the 1st to the 7th of June with high pressure more towards the north, but still in a position to be bringing in quite warm winds from the southeast. I think week 4 rounds it all off and shows a change. It's the 8th to the 14th of June. High pressure then moving out to west, a trough low pressure in over Scandinavia, and that will send the wind into a northwesterly or northerly direction, turning cool and showery there into the 2nd week of June. Long way off though, and a lot of weather to get under the bridge before we get to that. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And show everyone for doing that. Why not drop a comment? Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids and get them to subscribe too. 25 subscribers will get us to 18.2k. So if you could, please give us a sub, and thank you so much for doing that. So I'll just say what's happening on the channel tomorrow. Get up at 6 AM UK weather forecast, our final update for summer 2024 ahead of next week's summer forecast reveal, and we'll be live at 6 PM. We are 10 to 14 day, and that will include some long range as well. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I've got the summer update to work on in a little bit, but for this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.